It's easy to believe that the reason why we're not starting is because we don't have the right tools. The right mic, the right setup, the right software, the right space. But here's the truth. Waiting for the right setup is just another form of waiting. And if you're anything like me, you probably have been waiting long enough. I have a really nice camera that I bought a few years ago when I wanted to start. And 3 years later, I still don't know how to use it. It just sat on my drawer, barely used. This time around, I couldn't hide behind the excuse of the camera. So I blamed it on my apartment. My old apartment just didn't feel right. The walls were not inspiring, the light wasn't right, it was too orangey, and it just didn't feel like a creative space, my creative space. So it took me a whole year to actually film a video in that old apartment. In my head, it just made sense. I was being smart. I was waiting for the right conditions to actually start my YouTube channel. Waiting didn't make me any better. It just made me stuck. So we just moved to the new apartment and it's super cute. It's already kind of furnished. It has couches and it's really cute, but we still have to move all of our stuff in, but we're gonna do it little by little because we still have the other apartment until the end of the month. Yeah, today I'm just gonna kind of organize some of the stuff that we brought. We thought that we had the right sheets for the bed. We don't. So we're gonna have to get a little bit creative for now and then order some online. And yeah, today's just gonna be kind of getting used to the space, seeing how we wanna kind of add our personality and make it feel like home. Very excited. This is why the tool excuse works so well. It does make sense. Better gear can make things easier. But we start to think that better gear will make us better. We put more value on the things that we don't have than the things that are actually in our hands. So that shiny new mic feels like the missing piece that will finally make everything better. The new notebook feels like the start of something important. The light, the outfit, the desk, it just feels like the answer is one purchase away. But the tools don't create momentum. They don't write the words for you, they don't shoot the video, they don't build the habit. Skills compound faster than stuff. And the only way to build a skill is by showing up with what you already have. So the question isn't, what do I need to buy? It is, what can I make with what I have right now? So we have some fake plants. Super cute. They're from the van and we're gonna use them here since we're not really using the van. I feel like they really help the space feel a lot more homey. So we're gonna find a few spots for these cute little guys. Maybe we'll actually get some real plants. Here are 3 things that help me when I catch myself spiraling into I just need one more thing. Number 1. Pause before buying, because the truth is, it's so easy to confuse shopping with making progress. Scrolling through Amazon feels like research. Watching gear reviews feels like learning, but in reality, it's just a fancy way of stalling. When I finally stopped waiting for the new apartment and I filmed in my old one, the truth was obvious. It wasn't the walls, it wasn't the light. It was just me being afraid to start messy. Shopping, waiting, upgrading, it feels like progress, but in reality, it's just procrastination dressed up as something prettier. It's kind of the bedroom area and also as well kind of like the office. So I gotta make this very cute and inspiring. And then I really like this corner right here with this beautiful decor here. So maybe I can film here. I do have the natural light. Sorry, that might be too bright for you. But it does look really cute around this corner. Maybe I can do some cool shots in the kitchen in the future. Not that I cook much, but still. And then we have the storage space where right now we're putting all of the things, which I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. I do wanna make sure that we don't go crazy and just keep it messy. I think we gotta find some creative ways to organize everything. Number 2. Define your minimum setup. When you don't draw that line, it can feel endless. There's always one more thing you could add. It's just like decorating a room. There's always one more pillow, one more throw, one little piece of decoration. And if you don't define what that minimum setup is, it can just keep you stuck in that loop for a very, very, very long time. For me, my minimum setup is just this: a microphone, a camera, and a quiet spot. That's enough. If I have those 3 things, I can create something. For you, it might be having pen and a notebook, or a laptop and some decent Wi-Fi, or maybe just your phone and a cute outfit. The point isn't to have everything, it's to finally stop chasing that one thing and to actually start creating. We have our closet. Not gonna do much here, but who knows, maybe. But yeah, I think most of my creative work and filming will happen here. So maybe I can put something, I don't know, something. And then maybe I could do some cool shots with the bed. Getting up, waking up, turning off my alarm, getting ready, things that I didn't feel like I could do in the other house. Maybe here will be a little bit more kind of easier to create. Number 3, practice first, upgrade later. Progress doesn't come from better resources. It comes from better reps. The messy, imperfect repetitions where you're actually making mistakes and learning from them. Think about drawing. If you hand an expensive set of oil paints to someone who has never painted in their life, having an expensive canvas is probably not going to make a masterpiece. But if you give a cheap ball pen to someone that has sketched every single day of their lives, they can make something incredible with just a pen and a piece of paper. The same is true for your work. If you film 10 videos with your phone, by the time you get that fancy camera, you have already learned a wide range of skills for storytelling, for how to capture shots, for lighting, how to edit. But if you wait until you have the camera to start recording, then you're just 10 videos behind. Upgrades don't create skills. They just amplify the skills that you already built. And then lastly, we have the bathroom. Hey. Super cute. Love, love, love the shower. I can definitely see myself doing some super cute content here. So maybe like product, lifestyle, UGC content for some of my favorite brands, since I am a brand designer after all. Oh, it's a little too bright. Let me go to this mirror. Funny thing is that I was supposed to post this video an hour ago. I am still filming clearly and editing, so I'll just get back to work. But yeah, today we're working from the apartment. We still don't have sheets, but we have the cover. So I was working, and yeah, this is my spot. Maybe the reason why we obsess over tools and our setup and our space isn't because we actually need them, but in reality, it's because we are trying to avoid that uncomfortable, messy feeling of being a beginner. Maybe if I just have the right camera and the right notebook, the right desk, maybe this won't feel so awkward. But here's the thing, it will. No matter what you buy, that feeling won't go away. And that's a good thing. It's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, that you're trying something new, that you're learning. It is proof that you're growing. And the only thing that makes our discomfort shrink, it isn't shopping, it isn't research, it isn't waiting or upgrading. It's actually putting in the work. It's showing up again and again until messy feels familiar and scary becomes normal. So maybe it isn't about avoiding the feeling, but it's about just getting used to it and living with it. To practice being okay with the uncomfortable and the messy, and use all that energy that we're trying to put into avoiding and researching and actually use it to start. Because that's how progress works, not by avoiding discomfort, but by walking straight through it. You don't need to buy yourself into momentum. Start with what you have. Start where you are right now. Because once you do, the tools will catch up with you. This is Excuse Ladder, a self-series for anxious creatives who are figuring it out as they go and are just finding a way to start. Make sure to subscribe and take the next step with us. But for now, just start with what you have.